Well, what is going on, guys, and welcome into the video. So despite this great rally in Palantir stock, is this the last chance you will get to buy Palantir at these great prices before it takes off to the moon? Or is Palantir going to revisit the under $10 club again, or even hit that dreaded $5 number that is floating around out there? So let's break it down together and I'll get you a real answer, not a hype video or a world is ending video or anything else like that. Just a breakdown of the stock itself and where I see it now and in the future. I just ask in exchange for you to gently tap that like button and consider subscribing too. It's super easy to do if you like the truth without the hype. Now today's video is a condensed version of a much more detailed version of a breakdown of a stock that you can find inside the Market Insiders private group, where we have over 100 different tutorials and lessons on this topic. And it's also where we have lessons on mastering your money, building up passive income, and retiring early and being financially independent. And we even have a real estate course in development now. You also get direct access to me through my DMs, through live streams, and you see every buy or sell that I make in real time, and you get my watch list with price targets too. It's all part of the ultimate online wealth building community that is over 1,000 members strong now of people who are building their wealth, their portfolios, and changing their financial futures. So make sure you lock in your membership now as the price is going up tomorrow, but you get the discounted price for life as long as you stay a member. Also remember, not only are you investing in yourself and your family, but you are helping out others in need, as half of everything that I make goes to charity. Alright, so let's jump right into this. Do I see Palantir going down to the dreaded $5 mark? That's a definitive no. There is nothing in the financials, the revenue, the growth rates, or even the dreaded compensation argument that really isn't an argument if you understand corporate accounting. But basically, there is nothing that suggests the stock should ever go to that level. It's just silly to have that argument. And for those of you saying,
"But Luke, Seeking Alpha said it was a $5 stock and then put out another article defending the $5 price target, and they are a good source, so it must be true."
well, the truth actually is that that article had nothing to do with Palantir and everything to do with Seeking Alpha's business. And let me explain. From a business standpoint, it makes far more sense to put out both bull and bear articles. It's actually the smartest thing to do, and that is what Seeking Alpha does. We all seek confirmation bias. Everyone does, even when you don't mean to or want to, we all do it. And as a business, I get twice as many clicks if I release articles presenting both sides, some bearish, some bullish on a particular stock. Now I'm servicing a much larger audience than just the one side, and then the algorithm jumps in and serves more articles that fit your overall feeling and what you want to read, and before you know it, you really like Seeking Alpha as they align with your thoughts, your goals, and all that good stuff. Then when it comes time to sell you the premium stuff, they can point to a litany of articles where they made the perfect call because they basically played both sides. It's a great sales pitch to say, buy my service because I guessed every Super Bowl winner right for the past 20 years, and here's the proof. Which means more revenue, more profits, more of everything for them, and it's the right move from a business standpoint. Also remember, extreme articles draw attention even if they're complete crap. Gordon Johnson has a $90 price target for Tesla, and even the bears are nowhere close to that number and think his number is a joke. But we all know him. He is a staple on every talk show when Tesla is in the news, so clearly it is effective even if it's complete garbage. So now that we have cleared all that up, do I see Palantir going under $10 again? Now this one is possible, although I think it is still less possible than it staying above $10. So, maybe a 30% chance or so of it happening. When it went under there the first time, you had several events that hit back to back to back to back that kind of made all that happen. I mean, you had the overall fear of what the Fed was going to do, you had rapidly rising inflation, and a war breaking out that created a lot of instability and uncertainty in the market. A lot of those shocks or uncertainties are now priced in, and it would take something new and honestly shocking to push Palantir back down to those levels, in my opinion, of course. And yes, doomsday scenarios would absolutely do it, but if we have one of those, my Palantir stock is the least of my worries, so it's not even worth addressing here. So where do I have Palantir's valuation at now, and what price do I see it going in the future? Well, I honestly would be lying if I said I haven't been buying Palantir like crazy during this downturn, and I will continue to buy if prices stay this low. With Palantir, it's a long-term play, and we have discussed that here many times. And I selfishly don't want Palantir running up in a month. I want it to stay right in this range so I can build out an even larger position. You basically want Wall Street to ignore your high conviction plays so you can build a much larger position in a high conviction stock than you could if they just ran up and got away from you. And here, let me give you a quick example to illustrate this point. If you started buying Tesla in 2013, you had 6 years to add to your position before it just skyrocketed to the moon. How many shares could you have purchased if you just dollar cost averaged into Tesla every month over that 6-year time frame? And what would your account look like more importantly? My guess is your account looks freaking awesome, but it would not look that good if you did not have 6 years to accumulate shares. You would not even be close to that number. Now, obviously, I don't want to wait 6 years for Palantir to take off, and I do not think that will be the case, but I wouldn't mind another 6 months to a year of stagnation either. I am a long-term investor, and those years of stagnation are where you can really make a lot of money as a long-term investor, especially when the underlying business is growing, meaning each quarter the valuation actually gets cheaper and cheaper. And to be honest, it's not uncommon for this to happen at all in the market. It's actually very normal. Apple chills out for 6 months to a year sometimes, and Amazon is notorious for going nowhere for 2 to 3 years and then exploding up and sometimes doubling up or more in just a few months. Those chill out times are when you want to accumulate more shares and not care about the short-term gains and the short-term movements, because when great stocks move, they move fast, and if you haven't been buying, you are left sitting in the FOMO room trying to figure out if you should buy or not, while the rest of us are out partying. So for me, the last time I did a full valuation, I got a fair value of $22 and some change, so right now we are still getting a super duper discount on Palantir. Now, I know other Palantir bulls have a much higher valuation than I do, but I tend to be conservative with my assumptions, so that is where I have its value today. But let's discuss where I think it's going, because that's really what you guys want to know, right? I think the big growth years for Palantir are further into the future, and I think they're sandbagging the numbers, to be honest, and Alex is a super long-term thinker, so he is not concerned with boosting the stock price in the short term. So in 3 years, based on the revenue growth they are currently projecting, I see it as a $40 to $43, maybe a $45 stock in that time frame. Again, just my opinion for entertainment purposes only, and obviously others have it way different than I do. So do not FOMO into Palantir, buy with a plan and understanding that it may dip more, but let your analysis and long-term plan with Palantir dictate what you do next. And if you don't have a plan or know how to analyze Palantir and you want a step-by-step process to do that and much more, don't forget to lock in your discounted membership price using the link in the description or the pinned comment to join the group. That sale ends tomorrow, guys. Keep that in mind. And if you don't know what other stocks to consider buying, click this video right here for 9 stocks I've been buying like crazy, or click this video right here for even more stocks that I've been buying lately. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.